Welcome back, folks. It's week 7. How about that week 6? I had the losers.
The Loser Brothers.
I was 5-9. Just in the pick'em against the spread. I think I might have went 0. I hit one parlay, so I ended up being
good.
okay. How was your week 6?
I didn't do squat. My 4 pars from last week. Tennessee didn't cover. Miami did cover. They were the only good pick. Packers got creamed. Minnesota, never as good as your last week. They got creamed. So let's move on to week 7. Behr,
all right,
take it
week
away.
7. Lucky number 7. We're starting us off with tonight's game, Thursday's game, the NFC least. We have the New York Football Giants. They're headed to Philly. Philly, they had a good fight at the end of the game last week. They dropped the ball on that 2-point conversion. They needed it to tie, so it was a do-or-die situation. Heartbreaker for them. I think the Giants, they barely beat Washington, only because Washington also didn't convert a 2-point conversion. I like Philly. I like them to cover the 4.5, Rock. What do you think?
Whoa, 4.5. Okay, number one, ABC's got to be really happy for the debate because no one's going to be watching this game in the first place. I think the Giants played well. Their leading rusher is their quarterback, Jones, 7.6 per carry. They've been leaning on that. Now, Carson Wentz been sacked 25 times. I'm going with the Giants.
Alrighty, the Giants it is. So we have, moving on to Sunday's game in the morning, we have Carolina headed to New Orleans. Teddy, I think it's Teddy time. He didn't have, they won their 3 games in a row. A little bit of a flop against the Bears. I think New Orleans, they're looking like, they're good. They're not great. Drew Brees is getting old. I think this is a win, but a no cover. Maybe just that 7 points will be it. Maybe 3, Rock. What do you think?
Well, this is a big game for Bridgewater because
going back,
New Orleans kept number 10, the white boy.
Taysom Hill, number 7.
And they got rid of Teddy. And Drew's got a year or 2 left. Teddy's got something to prove. But the question is, the offense, they haven't really played anybody. And I think... the Bears shut them down. That was the only good defense. How good is the New Orleans defense? I don't know. 7.5 points. I'm going with the dog again. Woof, 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 woof. To cover. Not to win. I'm taking Carolina to cover.
Yeah, I think New Orleans to win, but maybe by a last-minute field goal, if not even losing outright.
There we go. Here's the big one.
Cleveland Browns looking for redemption, going to see Burrow and company. Burrow, a great start against the Colts. They gave the game away at the end. Their defense has been struggling. He didn't really throw a lot of touchdowns, but he had a lot of yards, over 300 in the air. I'm sticking with Joe Burrow. Broken rib Baker. I think he's hurting. Since he's going to be feeling the pressure, though, Joe Burrow, he's handling pressure all year long, though. I like Burrow to win, Rock. What do you think?
They're at home. They beat Cincinnati. They lost to Cleveland by 5 when Burrow wasn't that experienced. Cleveland got blown out last week. OBJ was having a temper tantrum.
Hi, baby.
On the sidelines.
Where's the net?
And Mixon did not practice. He's supposed to play. But I also like Burrows. Why wouldn't you? I'm taking Cincy. At home. Yes,
Cincy getting the points. The points at home. All right, I think the next game is going to be good. Green Bay, headed down to see Houston. Green Bay, I think this is Rodgers' redemption. That was a little bit of a wake-up call because, they're good. They just weren't hitting. They weren't on rhythm. Tampa Bay's defense really showed up after getting embarrassed to the Bears. And I think, I think that game is a flash in the pan. Green Bay is going to win this game convincingly. They're going to win by 2 touchdowns because Houston's defense stinks. They're 30th to 32nd in all categories. What's his name? The quarterback ended up coming back for Houston, but it's not enough. Green Bay
Houston
big time.
can't stop the run. They're the 30th defense. Yes, Aaron Rodgers will have that turnaround game despite being on the road, and they'll cover that 3.5. Woof! That's my favorite. That's not my dog. That's my favorite. Green Bay.
That's your favorite. Green Bay to win and cover.
Sir.
I like it.
Yes, sir.
Pittsburgh going to see Tennessee.
Ooh.
I think Pittsburgh's defense is good, but they're a little overrated. They haven't really beat any big names. And they lost Jordan Bush. So I think Tennessee will remain unbeaten and go ahead and win this game, hosting the Pittsburgh Steelers. Rock, what do you think?
Well, Pittsburgh's defense has been okay. They shut down Cleveland, of course. Some good high school could do that. No, they were all banged up, and they got off to that bad start. just like one of the other games we're going to talk about. You can't stop Henry the Bull. I'm going with Tannehill. That's a -1 game. I'm taking Tennessee to win and cover.
Win and cover, easy peasy. Detroit. So they're going to see Atlanta. I finally got off the Atlanta train last week just in time for them to show up. So they got their first win. Detroit, they had a pretty convincing win over Jacksonville. They put up plenty of points. It wasn't a blowout. I think Atlanta's going to keep riding this kind of momentum they have with Julio back and being at home. It's going to be close. That's why I think the spread's only 2. I like Atlanta to win by a field goal, maybe a touchdown. Rock, what do you think?
Detroit's won 2 of the last 3. Now they were fortunate enough to be able to have those. Both of those wins, I think, came against the NFC least. Atlanta, 1 of 5. Julio's back, 137 yards, 2 touchdowns. If it's only 2 points, you've got to take Atlanta.
Gotta. Easy
Atlanta.
peasy. The next game.
I don't know if that's easy, but go ahead.
The next game is Buffalo going to play the New York Cessnas. No, I'm just kidding, the New York Jets. But they haven't looked like a Jet this season. They look like a tank. So I'm thinking Buffalo to win this game convincingly. 13 points. That's quite a bit, but Jets, they can't really put up a lot. Buffalo, I think they have a lot to prove. They can't lose a 3rd game in a row.
Well,
so this is their game, Rock. What do you think?
Yeah, and the teams that Buffalo has lost to has been Tennessee and Kansas City. So this is a team that you think, are they going to make the AFC elite? They were looking good. They're still good. They ought to win 24-10. Which will cover by a point.
Half a point.
Cover by a point.
I like it.
All
right, the final morning game. Dallas going to see Washington. I think Dallas, they need to win this game. Washington, the pass rush has been strong. This is really a coin toss. Will Zeke eat? I don't know. I'm going to say Washington to win this game. Kyle Allen's 3rd game. I think he's ready to make a name for himself. And I don't know if Dalton's got it in the tank.
You're riding the right car here because the Red Rifle was shooting blanks. I mean, they got their butts kicked at home by what could wind up to be a pretty good Arizona team. But the Red Rifle is dead. Cowboys have given up over 34 points 5 straight games. So can Washington get 21? Maybe, but I'm taking Washington.
All right, we're the same on Washington.
That's a pickle.
Good luck, Dallas. Prove us wrong.
Yeah.
I like to see something. All right, moving on to the PM games. We have Seattle going to see Arizona. Here's my slogan for Seattle. Russell Wilson, 2020 for president, and I like DK Metcalf for VP. Arizona, they did blow out Dallas, but I think they also blew their load last week. So I think this is Russell. He's ready. He's locked in. Arizona, they're complacent. They're going down by 10 points at least, Rock. What do you think?
Well, Arizona's losses have been to Carolina and Detroit. And so they've beaten Dallas, Jets, and Washington. So there's another team that's played the NFC least.
Yep.
So at 3.5 points, I'm all over Seattle.
All over, baby.
All over Seattle.
Let's go.
Absolutely.
All right, another West Coast. Headed to the East Coast. San Francisco is going to see New England. Jimmy G. This is his homecoming. He's got something to prove against New England. New England, Cam sucks. He has 2 touchdowns and 4 interceptions on the season. In the air, he's ran the ball a little bit. The defense is meh. The rushing attack wasn't there last week. So I think San Francisco, they looked really impressive to me against the Rams. I'm taking San Francisco to repeat and get a dub, and I think they'll win by a touchdown, Rock. What do you think?
I don't think Bill Belichick's going to lose 2 straight games. And let's keep in mind, San Francisco's wins have been against the Giants and the Jets, although the Giants have won now, right? So San Francisco just really isn't that good. New England, I don't like Cam Newton. I don't like Bill Belichick. I'm not going to touch this game. But if you twisted my arm, I'd say take New England.
Take New England. Okay.
Yes, sir.
I think the books had this all wrong. I think this is an easy upset. So we'll see.
Coast to coast.
Coast to
Baby,
coast.
to coast.
That has to factor. That's one of the unspoken.
Yeah, I remember that.
All right, Kansas City. They are going to Denver. Denver's getting 9.5 points. I think Denver is riding high, if you know what I mean. Lock, they feel good about the W. It wasn't their best game. We'll see who shows up. I think Kansas City is going to win. I think Denver might be able to cover the 9.5. I think they might, squeeze it, keep it interesting. Maybe a touchdown and a field goal. Maybe just a touchdown. We'll see. Rock, what do you think?
I wonder if this is the 3 o'clock national game or whether it's going to be Tampa Bay.
4 p.m. games this week, so
and Vegas, whatever it is, 3 o'clock our time. Anyway, Denver's losses, listen to this, have come to Tennessee, Tampa Bay, and Pittsburgh. KC, they've got something to prove after getting run over by Vegas. 9.5's too many. I'm going to go with Rocky Mountain High.
Okay.
And the 9.5, of course.
All right,
Not
gotcha.
to win
Yeah,
outright.
So then
Not to win
take
outright.
the cushion. If that's a tease, I think that might be a smart one. All right, the final afternoon game is going to be Jacksonville. They're headed west to go see Herbert and company. I think the Chargers are sneaky good. I think they're going to win this game because Jacksonville, they haven't won a game since week 1, and they beat.
Drive my car, because you're exactly right. The Chargers have lost to New Orleans, Tampa, and Kansas City, and they haven't lost by very much. They're giving up 5.5 at home. Jump on them. Chargers by 7.5 or more.
Moving on to Sunday night, we have Tampa Bay Buccaneers going to see the Raiders. I think Tampa Bay, they finally played like I've expected them to this whole season. Getting in the groove. Thomas, they didn't have any penalties, giving any necessary yards away. Their defense showed up big like they have been. The offense did their job. I think if they can do the same thing they did to Green Bay, they'll steamroll the Raiders, who, it's not their week. They're good, it's not their week.
Well,
Rock, what do you think?
Well, this could be as much as, Tom Brady's this national folklore hero, this could actually be the season, because the NFC is weak. They got the Packers and who? Oh, Seattle. I'm sorry. Anyway, Las Vegas, Kansas City couldn't stop the rush. All right? Now, the Tampa Bay defense is awfully good, but let me just say this. How did these guys lose to the Bears?
Penalties.
The penalties, very good. And just because I'm a Chucky fan and they're traveling coast to coast, I'm going with the Raiders.
All right, Sunday night.
I'm going with the Raiders.
Opposite. Should be a
yes,
good
sir.
game.
Yes, sir.
Finishing off Monday night.
The Bears.
The Bears going to see the Rams. I think Vegas doesn't. I think they're asleep at the wheel. I don't think Rams giving up 6 points is a good play. I like him to win. I think Chicago even has a chance to win outright if Foles plays like he does when he gets hot.
Once again, my
I
friend.
can't have cold Foles.
Once again, my friend.
So Rams small.
You're driving my car. Here's who the Rams would beat: Washington Giants and Philly. They're another Western division that's playing the NFC least. Now, Chicago, although 5 wins by a total of 20 points. This is going to be a close one, but I think Foles is a smarter, more experienced than Jagoff. So I'm going to take the Bears to win that one outright.
Alrighty. So,
outright, baby.
Outright, baby. So some money lines. If y'all like our picks, let us know.
But don't pay any attention to last week.
Yeah, last week was a fluke. Unlucky number 6. I did get my one lock of the week right with Tennessee.
No, but they didn't cover.
I said they win.
Oh, well, that's easy when you...
Well, I had my one pick, my lock pick. All right, well, you had 4. How'd that go?
I had Balt. That didn't go. I had Green Bay. That didn't go. Miami was the pick of the week. I think whoever plays the Jets is the pick of the week.
The Cessnas.
As a matter of fact, I don't even think they're going to score this weekend.
All right, so what's your Rock's lock this week?
Oh, the lock of the week. I'm going to go with the Bears.
The Bears and upsets would be the lock of the week, huh?
Yep. I don't like Goff. And they got a good defense, but Foles is a smart dude. He showed that. How can you win 5 games by 20 points total?
All right.
Smart guy.
My lock of the week is Seattle.
Yeah, I figured as much.
Like I said, Russ 2020, baby. Let's go. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Be sure to tune in next week to see how we did, so you can laugh at us or you can cheer us on and give us a high five. And be sure to like and subscribe and comment down below.
All right.
See you next week.
Thanks for tuning in.